Okay, let's just talk about, you have your feet towards the video. Sometimes Matthew might keep his hip glued to the mat to stop me putting the second hook in. So say I get to here, I flare my elbow, and as I start to make Matthew go belly down, he's keeping his left leg's out straight. Notice the way there's no space there. So all I'm going to do is curl my right heel up. That creates the space for my left foot to come in. So all I'm doing is I put my right knee on the mat, engage my hips, keep your hip flat, perfect. My head's on the mat, and it's this movement here. Now I can windshield wiper that in, and we're ready to go. We turn the other way, we'll look about how to get underneath the chin. All he has when I put him in the belly down position, his arms are caught under his body. He's only two responses: the turning of his head and the tucking of his chin. Let's look at dealing with that. So once I'm here, I make that second grip, and now I flare my elbow and we come to this position here. So I'm going to wiggle, 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 so my hands are free. Once I'm in this position, okay, if Matthew's head is looking to the right, okay, all I'm thinking about from two hands is my left hand finds his head, I pull it up, and now it'll be my right hand. So in other words, if he's looking to my right arm enters. Now what happens when I push it across, his head will start to turn, so now you might have to push it back, and now we're into the choke. Just sit on your butt, face the video. Ideal position, tuck your chin, isn't this. If I pull his head back, he can use his hand to strip that off just by pulling it down. We're going to use this sharp bit of the or below my thumb here, that knuckle line. Now again, I'm just putting it along the eye line. I'm not sticking it in his eye, and this is legal. I just put that sharp wrist here. And now from that position, tuck your chin. It's effortless for me to lift his head. But I'm not doing this on a wet, slidey head. He's pushing it off. I'm doing that to push it off now, but it's not going to happen. It's just embedded there. So that's the detail there. Again, I want to be using that kind of sharp bit of the wrist just to lift his head up, which creates the space for the second one to come through. If he turns his head as I'm coming through, that hand pushes, and then I have my Malaléon. We'll look at finishing the rear naked next time, but we'll just go from this position here. Perfect. So we get to here, I start going belly down, and now I engage my hips. I use that twisting of the fist of my wrist to free my hands. Now from here, Matthew's looking to his right. I post my right hand on the mat, taking this arm out, and now this arm comes under. And now from there I can just lift his chin, or lift his head. Now my right comes through and starts to work the choke. If he starts to turn, my head, my other free hand will push. Now I can lock in my Malaléon. So go back to where you were, and now you're going to look at this way. Okay, so same thing. I pulled out my hand. So now he's looking, that means my left hand's going to choke. So my right will come under, and it'll just lift that. Try to tuck your chin, it's not nice. Left comes through. If he starts turning the other way, I'll use my right hand, and now we're into our Malaléon. So that is lifting the head to finish the choke from the belly down position.